Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Top Flight Podcast. You know what it is. You know what we're here to do. Back in studio today, beautiful Austin, Texas. I'm with the boys, B, Bali, Primo. I'm starting off with my GB. What's up, man? How you doing, bro?
What's up, bro? I'm here. I'm breathing. Another day. It's been a minute since, that we're in the stew, but we're back.
We're back, and it's World Cup.
World Cup. I like this song, bro.
You got that Portugal jersey on, mate.
Yes,
Tell the
sir.
people why you got it on, bro.
I mean, look, we're repping countries for the World Cup episode, and, you got to wear. I mean, we're going to get all into it, but, we're all repping countries that are out.
Yeah, they're all out, man. By now, they're out.
By now, yeah.
Bali, what's up, man? You got the England 3 Lions. They went out to France. How you doing, bro?
Que mira, bobo.
Whoa.
Que mira, bobo. Vete pa allá, bobo.
Whoa.
My fault, guys. Some guy behind the cameras looking at me weird. and
Relax,
stuff,
bro. Relax.
But
Relax.
I'm doing great, bro. I'm doing great. World Cup, and it's about to end. Kind of sad.
Well, we still got the semifinals and then final, right?
Yeah,
and then the third place match.
Yeah.
They still have that, right?
Yeah, they do.
Third place match?
Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. So, excited for it?
Very excited. Very excited.
I'm excited for it. We do have a lot of World Cup talk to get into this podcast, but also we have some awesome FC news. We're going to get into that here in a bit. But before that, we got to introduce my G. Primo, what's up, mate? How you doing, bro?
What's up, bro? Just chilling, bro. It's been a minute since I've been at the studio, bro. It's been like 2 months.
Little bit different, too. We do got to address some of the renovations. Primo, why don't you kind of tell the people what the studio looks like right now?
Yeah, new background. We don't really have the jerseys anymore, but we got some cool sound panels. And just on the other side of the camera, we got another TV. We got this little desk. Everything just looks so dope,
Under
bro.
construction. Still under construction.
We at it.
We're going.
Before we get into this episode, though, I do want to say rest in peace to the American journalist Grant Wahl, who died in Qatar the last couple of days. By now, you should know the news definitely hit social media. I saw it on CNN. Fox Soccer had a very emotional statement. My condolences go out to his family, everybody that knew him as a friend. Or he also really affected a lot of people's like the people that you listen to right now in certain podcasts that are in either ESPN FC or some other outlets like that. Apparently, he touched those people a lot, and he helped them trying to get their career started in journalism today. So just want to give my respect to Mr. Grant Wahl. He was a big figure in American journalism in the soccer aspect of things.
Yes, sir. I just want to say rest in peace. And, his work, he's done amazing work. He's, like I said, in the field of work that he's in, I could say he's probably the GOAT. And,
100% the GOAT.
Yeah, and rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Very sad news. Very sad. Only 49 years old, bro.
Damn.
Very young.
Very
bro.
young, man.
Very
Very
young
young. Sad stuff, man.
And he helped a lot of people come up, bro. One thing that I heard that really hit me was that he built this ladder, and he climbed the ladder, and instead of pulling the ladder up with him, he let it down, and he let other people use that ladder to get to the place
He paved the way.
where he's at today. Definitely paved the way.
Yeah.
So rest in peace to Mr. Grant Wahl. My thoughts goes out to the family 100%.
Yeah.
We are going to get into the Austin MC and World Cup segments here in a bit. But before that, I want to give a shout out to our sponsor. Shout out to Guadalupe Realtor. If you have any questions on realty, if you want to buy a home, sell a home, make sure to hit her up. Her information is in our bio, either We're Austin TV or the Top Flight Podcast. You can check her out right there. Once again, if you have any questions, either buying or selling a home, make sure to hit her up. Shout out to Guadalupe, great sponsor of We're Austin TV and Top Flight Podcast. Let's get into the episode now. Real quick, we do have some Austin FC news to talk about. A lot of things have been going on behind the scenes. The offseason has been moving, not crazy, but it has been moving. I want to start off with Mr. Hector Jimenez. He did get a brand new contract. He's going to get a contract for the 2023 season with an option for 2024. Hector Jimenez is a player that has a lot of veteran experience, Bali, and he also adds depth at the right back position. Real quick, what are your thoughts on this new contract?
Very happy for Hector. We've been talking this offseason, and I knew that there was negotiations going on, but that takes time, and I'm glad that they got a deal done, and he's back, bro, and I'm excited. Veteran back, and we need veterans in our squad.
Now, in 2 seasons, he has 39 appearances, 5 assists, and 1 goal. That first season, he had a lot more involvement. The second season, I feel like Nick Lima kind of took over. But overall, I'm happy to see him come back. B, you have anything you want to add on that?
Just, his experience is extremely valuable to the squad. His experience, he's got 3 chips. He can help Lima in that position as well. So it's a good depth signing. I'm happy for it, yeah.
And real quick, Primo has a quote here for us. This is from Hector. He says, I'm very happy to return to Austin FC after so many great moments here over the last 2 years, said Jimenez. I can't wait to get back out there in front of the fans at Q2 Stadium. Love it. Love it.
Love it, man.
He also just had a baby born in Austin, if I'm not mistaken. So he has a baby, I think he's born in Cali when he was over there. Little Mateo.
Yeah,
Now he has
Mateo.
Enzo born in Austin. Moving on, I want to get into Mr. Stuver. He did get a deal. Primo, if you can bring up the details on the screen for that, please. Mr. Stuver gets a deal, 3 guaranteed years through 2025, option for 2026. B, what are your thoughts on Stuver getting that deal?
Yeah, I mean, this is this deal that everybody wanted to see. You know, all the Austin FC fans wanted to keep Stuver. I know his contract was coming up, and I think the club agreed with the fans and gave him a well-deserved contract. And he's here for 3 years, like you said, right? And I'm happy for this. This is great. This is what we wanted.
Yeah, and Reina had some words. This is from the Austin FC website. He says, Brad is an amazing asset to this team and community, and we are happy to have him with us for the next several years, says sporting director Claudio Reina. I want to send a shout-out to Stuart, too, because the washing place next to Taco More, that's the one where he had the washing thing drive, right? That's the one?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
So I actually grew up. I lived really close to that place. So
you went there.
I literally would wash my clothes there all the time.
Yeah.
And he had some drive going on where he let people wash their clothes for free. And I want to send a shout out to Stuart because that's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
Clean clothes is so important. People do not understand
Those
the importance of
those
clean
laundromat
clothes.
days are amazing, man. I used to go to the one by Tramps, a sports bar.
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
Once you found a good one, you went to that one for years,
it's your go-to,
bro.
your
For
go-to,
years.
yeah.
Let's see. Another thing on Stuver real quick. 2022, he saw 3,000 minutes, just over 3,000 minutes. He got 3,008. 34 appearances, which were all starts. He picked up an injury at that Houston game. You remember? We were there.
Yeah.
We were there. 100-plus saves, and he saved 4 out of 12 penalty kicks faced. Fantastic stat by Brad Stuver. Bali, any thoughts on Stuver getting the new deal?
Man, well deserved by Brad. You know, he's been amazing this season. And, you know, he deserves that contract, man. Not only a legend on the field, but outside the field. The stuff that he does for the community is just amazing, bro.
Let's not forget he was a finalist for the Humanitarian of the Year award.
Was.
Shout out to Mr. Brad Stuver. Let's see. Another thing that we're going to touch up on Austin FC is Reina went on the Black and Verde podcast with Mr. Adrian Healy. They recapped Austin FC season in 2022. At the top TV, we see here on both screens at the top one, boys, so you can check it out. Just real quick, some points that I got from that podcast. It says, the tweet from Where Austin TV says, so many good things said on the Verde and Black podcast. Here are just some points. Ruben is a great human being and player. Rigoni will get it going soon. Drusi Dior is definitely our guy. We need everyone next season. No reason why we shouldn't handle all competitions, and MLS Next will be important for us. B, any thoughts on the podcast?
I guess the biggest point here that I could take away is him saying Rigoni will step up, because Rigoni is a hot topic for Austin FC fans for his lack of contribution last season, even though he had a couple months. And I agree with him. I believe that Rigoni will come through, and that's the biggest takeaway I got. You know, everything else was kind of, you know.
I got this quote from Claudio Reina himself from the podcast, pulled from the podcast with Adrian Healy. Claudio Reina goes on to say, this is on Emiliano Rigoni. He says, he came in the middle of the summer. By his own admission, he wasn't match fit. New league, new country, and wasn't fully up to speed. But you can see his quality. He's a big-time player. He wants the responsibility of being a DP, so we look forward to him next season. Now, this is important. We're very confident he's a player that'll score 10-plus goals. Bali, real quick, do you think Rigoni will get 10-plus goals next season?
He better.
Oh.
He better. You know, he better. He better, you know. But this confidence by Claudio on Rigoni, you know, it kind of makes me feel good. And I have confidence in him. You know, hopefully he has a great offseason. He puts in the work. And then the season, I want him locked in. I want to see more than 10 goals.
He can score 10 goals, bro.
I'm
He
pretty
can
sure
score
he can.
100%. 100%. Somebody else might score 10 goals for Austin FC, but we're going to get into that here in a bit. Another quote from Mr. Claudio Reina, the sporting director of Austin FC. This is on Ruben Gabrielson. He says, he's a very good passer of the ball, defender also. He lifts the players around him. He's sort of another coach on the field in terms of communicating to players, teaching players, picking players up when they're in a down moment. B, react to this quote from Mr. Claudio Reina, really praising Ruben Gabrielson.
I mean, Gabrielson is just such a great defender, a great player for us. I agree with 100% what he's saying about Gabrielson. Future captain for us. I see it. Just praise and praise. He had such a great season. Do you know who won newcomer of the year Because I think he was up for
Ruben
that race.
Gaberson was up for it.
Yeah, he was up for it, and he could have won it. So I'm very happy with him.
He even said he was like, man, I honestly don't even want it because a lot of guys are up for that. So if a lot of guys are up for it, the fact that I'm up for it too doesn't mean anything. If there was 5 guys up for it, I would be more.
Plus, one lasting memory of Gaberson that like sums up the season and that I'll never forget is that shot that homie Rudy got of him.
Shout out Rudy.
Of him. There it is. Of him just looking at LAFC celebrating, lifting that trophy.
Bro, he looks so mad.
And he looks so pissed.
He looks like Charizard. he literally looks like Charizard, mate.
Yeah, he looks so pissed. So
that was, right now on the Verde and Black podcast with Adrian Healy. If you haven't heard it yet, you can go check it out. It's Austin FC's official podcast. Shout out to them. They do a great job out there. Another thing that I wanted to touch up on the Austin FC news side of things is the 2 youngins that we signed. 2 young, really, I guess they're fillers to the squad because they're not walk-on starters. I want to start off with Mr. Sofiane Jeffal. We got him from DC United, if I'm not mistaken. He's from the Nantes FC Academy. That's from France. Mm-hmm. So I think he did occupy an international spot. I'm not sure if it's a senior. I think it is a senior. But, Bali, are you excited about this signing?
I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm excited for him and the other guy that we got. I'm ready to see what he has to do. We need everybody. We're in a lot of competitions now this year. So we need these guys to step up and give us some depth.
Now, Sporting Director Claudio Reyna goes on to say, we're excited to welcome Sofiane to Austin. He's a promising young talent with a bright future, and we believe he will be a positive addition to our team and our locker room. Also, here from Austin FC, we have a stat that says that ATX picked them up with they traded their 26th pick and $50K in 2023 GAM to DC United in order to get Mr. Sofiane. He spent a decade in the FC Nantes Academy and made his professional debut with DC United in 2022, where he registered 28 appearances and 1 assist. B, you have any thoughts on him?
Look, not a signing where it's like, it stands out the page or anything. I think he'll be a squad player, but they're giving him the opportunity to create something out of. He's 24 years old or 23 years old, so he knows that he's coming to this club. He needs to have to make a name for himself. He's gonna have to make us, keep an eye like, who is this kid or this guy? And I hope he does well, man. I'm excited.
Wish him well, 100%.
Yeah, wish him well.
Now he can either be good depth for the first team, or we will 100% see him at that MLS Next team because Claudio Reyna also on that podcast, he said that the MLS Next team is going to be the bridge that the academy is going to use to get into the first team. Yeah. So if you're in the academy, you're going to have to get away into the MLS Next team and then find a way into the first team.
I mean, it's up to him what he wants to do here. If his work rate, if he wants to be in the first team, then he's going to have to show it. So it's up to him.
It's up to him. Primo, thank you for having this one ready already. Up next, we're going to get into Mr. Alfonso Ocampo Chavez. Now, Mexican-American, just like Hector Jimenez, shout out, represent, just like me, first gen. I think he's first gen. I'm first gen. But he's from Merced, California. He's 20 years old. He's 5'10". He's a forward, right-footed, I believe. The roster spot that he's going to occupy for Austin FC, there's a bit more info on this kid. At least I have a bit more info. He's a homegrown supplemental, apparently. Mm-hmm. In the 2021-2022 season, he was loaned by the Seattle Sounders to this is like their affiliate of the second division or whatever, the Tacoma Defiance. Now for the Defiance, he had 25 appearances, 9 goals, 4 assists, and then for the rest of that season, he went to I think this is the Austrian flag, if I'm not mistaken, the Austrian league with the FC Pinzgau, if I'm not mistaken. I might have butchered that.
I think that's a Hungary flag.
No, that's not Hungary. I think that might be Austria.
Okay, but those stats are good, man.
13 appearances and 1 goal.
Well, I'm more looking at the
other
Defiance.
For the Defiance.
25, 9 goals for us, pretty good.
It doesn't stop there though. We have a little bit more info on him at the youth level. Mr. Alfonso, he's been at the U14, U15, and U17 U.S. men's national team. And in 2019 he participated in the U17 FIFA World Cup, and then in the same year he also went to the CONCACAF U17 Championship. So thoughts on that, B?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more information on this guy, and he's younger. So for some reason, I expect a little bit more from him. We'll see if he can break through in the first squad.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for him. Yeah. Bali, any thoughts on this player?
I'm also excited for him, Alfonso and Sofiane. I'm excited to see him play for us, and I want to see their quality.
Yeah, we'll see. We definitely got more signings to cover. Hopefully, Austin FC has more in the bag for sure. We still got more to come. But we have one name that definitely has to be talked about right now, and that's our last topic for the Austin FC segment, is Mr. Jazzy Zardes. Now, this was a rumor 2 weeks ago. We had gotten the information from our source saying that Zardes with Austin FC was a green light. It was a go. So we reported it, said that Austin FC was set to sign a forward either this week or the next. The timeline was a bit off. We were a bit off on the timeline. It took a little bit longer. But Austin FC, it was reported by Tom Bogert that they were in talks with Mr. Jazzy Zardes. Now, B, what was your first thoughts when this news hit the official media by Tom Bogert?
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, we've been knowing here inside for quite a bit, but man, it's mixed feelings about this guy. Looking at his time at Columbus, his time with the U.S. men's national team, he gives me like a Wayne vibes, like you know what I mean, like a lot of chances. If he were to put away more of his chances, he would have been like a top class attacker, giving me like Chicharito vibes in the manner of like he's always there, and he just misses these chances. It's just always stuck with me, but. He's in that bubble, in that Columbus bubble with the ownership and the coaching and stuff, and they know this guy well. So when he comes into this club, I assume he's going to want to try to end his career, because he's in the latter stages of his career, ended well. And I'm trying to be positive here, bro. I'm trying to be positive here. I feel like he should get 10 goals for us, bro. At least 10 goals for us, bro.
100%. Now, Primo, can you bring up the tab with the Zardes transfer market information? There you go, right there. So, can you, let's see, you got the stats from last season. Can you bring up his stats from last season with Colorado? Por favor, Primo. Now, something that we do have to note, I've seen a lot of conversation on social media, a lot of conversation on Slack between Austin FC fans, kind of getting ready, kind of accepting the fact that this guy's being linked with the club, and the reports are saying that it most likely is going to happen. Now, last season, he had 26 appearances for the Colorado Rapids. He scored 9 goals and 2 assists, right? Now, if you look at Maxi's numbers, how many goals did Maxi score last season?
I think 9, yeah, 9.
9 goals, brother. And are you going to tell me that the Colorado Rapids were better than us last season, mate? So
No.
what is going to happen to Mr. Zardes' career when you instantly plug him into a very good Austin FC team that has the should be the reigning MVP, Mr. Sebastián Driussi, and a locomotive, Diego Fagundes, a super attacking team? What's going to happen to Mr. Zardes' goal stats? They're going to go up, brother.
He should score over 10, bro.
They're going to go over 10, brother.
But
I'm very excited for Mr. Zardes, bro. I'm very excited for him. Josh Wolff knows him. They've worked together before.
that's what I'm saying.
He knows the system.
He's in that bubble.
He's in the bubble. I'm very excited for this signing.
And of course, Austin FC fans has an abundance of U.S. men's national team fans, and that's the bubble that this club is around, and it's a lot of excitement. But 31 years old, a lot of I just hope he does well. I'm wishing he does well, bro.
Now, one thing some people were saying, like, what are we going to lose one of our forwards or whatever? But I'd like to see Maxi and him compete for that spot. That also leaves Musa, though. What's going to happen to Musa? They're all going to compete for this spot.
Well, Houston's gone.
Houston's gone.
If we keep, and there's definitely gonna be more movement in this club, 100%, right? If we keep Zardes and just get rid of Houston's gone, Zardes slots in, and that's if that stays the same, that's a boost, bro. That's a big boost, 100%. And I think that'll help us a lot tremendously. It'll add more goals, but we might see some more moves.
You know what I also love about this signing is the fact that he knows this league well, and it's not going to take him time to adapt to the country, adapt to the league.
You're right.
He knows these players. He knows Josh Wolff's system. I'm very excited for Zardes. I keep saying that. I'm sorry. I know it, but I'm just really happy with this signing. One thing that I learned in this league, the MLS, is not everybody is going to sign a freaking Bale. You got to give what you get, bro. You got to take what you get, bro.
Yeah.
And Zardes, I think he's a good signing for Austin FC for right now. Let's see. One more thing we got to touch up on before getting into the World Cup talk is Mr. Owen Wolff. The news hit today. He is on the radar for PSV Bali. What are your thoughts on Mr. Owen Wolff being linked to the Dutch league?
Man, great move. If he maybe I'd say maybe give him like a loan move to PSV, and that would be a great move for him, man. The guy, he's such a great kid. He has a bright future, and I would love the move to PSV for him. Honestly.
100%. B?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be great for his development. I mean, he will grow tremendously there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he's going to see as many minutes because PSV is a stacked squad. but definitely would help his development being around players of that caliber in Europe. I think it's good for him.
Primo, go back real quick. Go to the last slide, and go to our tweet there at the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna read that real quick. This is from the article that dropped on a Dutch website. Obviously, it's not in English, so there was a great translate feature on Twitter. It says PSV is interested in 17-year-old American Owen Wolff. He is considered one of the greatest talents in the United States. I don't know about that. And despite his young age, has already played 27 games at the highest level. Wolff plays at Austin FC, which has recently entered into a partnership with PSV.
And we did sign the partnership with PSV.
We did sign a partnership.
And he's loan some players out.
He's good for 17-year-olds. He's great. He did great for us.
Boys, remember last season he was bodying up some MLS players.
Yes,
he was
bodying up ATL players.
He had a nice little run.
Yeah, he had a nice run. Primo, I know that you are a bit of a fan of Mr. Owen Wolff. You have any thoughts on this, brother?
I mean, it's good for him, bro. I think that the whole partnership that we had with PSV is definitely helping out right here. But that's what you want to see. You want to see these young players coming out of this league and going into these bigger teams, and then you want to see it come from your team also. So he has potential. He has really good potential. I think that statement saying he's one of the biggest talents or greatest American talents in the United States might be
cap.
An overstatement.
Might be cap.
But it's good for him, and I think it looks good for our team.
Yeah.
Let's go. It does really look good for us. The fact that we're gonna send some Dutch talent over there, and I think there's already like a good youth prospect, U.S. men's national team prospect, Richie Ledesma. He's in that same league, so it's gonna be good.
I mean, that's what I wanted to mention as well. I think this is much more of a bigger picture than just Austin FC, bro. I think the U.S. What they're doing with their young players, academy players, I think they're pushing this, and this is just a great move for him personally, and I think great move for the U.S. men's.
I want to send a shout out to Verde Keeper Kit, Brad. He dropped a really good tweet saying that this is a good move for Owen, really good move for Owen, because this will really set him up for the Olympics that are coming up, so he could be part of that group, part of that team.
Yeah. Plus,
definitely see him joining that team.
Copa America is coming to U.S. The World Cup is coming here next time.
Gold Cup.
So
much soccer.
He'll be
coming.
20 years old around that time, and this is where this is good for his development.
Yeah, it really is.
This next World Cup will be probably his first, and he'll be barely getting the stuff going. And then the next World Cup will be when we'll say Owen Wolff is in his prime.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what things will be like by then?
Well, this is the first step to that, bro.
I'm so happy for Owen, though. I'm so happy.
I'm happy.
He's one of our own. He's one of our own. No, he's not. I'm just hey, shout out to Owen. He is a homegrown Austin FC player. He is. I think he's from Savannah, Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Let's get into the World Cup talk now. We do got to start off with Brazil, Croatia.
Oh, man.
Fantastic game. Primo, this game, brother, was really edge of seat kind of stuff, man. Real quick, what were your thoughts on this game, Primo?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think we all had Brazil coming on by top, and it's just crazy, dude. This World Cup has been amazing. So many upsets, and then Croatia just doing their thing. I think Croatia did really well against this Brazilian team.
Great hair.
Yeah, just really, really good game, bro.
Go ahead, B. Give us your thoughts, because I know that you're dying. You're dying, brother. Go ahead.
Everyone's expectation for Brazil was so high coming into this game after what they did to Korea, South Korea, right?
Yes.
So the dancing, the talking,
the
English media, everything.
Be respectful.
Everything that was going on. I came into this game expecting Brazil to come out, and to be honest, bro, I just didn't see that. For some reason, I almost got a vibe as if like Brazil, their mentality was like, it'll come for us. It'll come for us. It'll just happen for us if we just play our game. Vini was not. Vini was invisible. So was Rafinha. They both subbed off. Came in Rodrigo. Who else came in? Pedro. I mean, you would think Vini and Rafinha. These are the biggest. These are the games where you make that impact, man. And I didn't see nothing from them. And Croatia, they can grind this out. Bro, the last 6 games of Croatia World Cup, I think, have all gone to to extra time. So
yeah, they have.
Yeah, they did a great job, and that goal that they scored to equalize was just brilliant. And at the end, they couldn't do it in penalties. And my one thing that I have to say is I think I really wanted to see. I think Neymar should have stepped up and took that penalty that Marquinhos took.
100%, bro.
I think he should have
We're
been.
going to get into the penalty shoot right here
we'll
in a
get
bit,
into
though.
it, but yeah.
The subs that were used for the Brazil side, B, the point that you want to
Yeah.
bring up was Alexandro, Fred, who was absolutely disaster class in this game, Mr. Anthony, and Rodrigo, and Pedro. Like
and they came in early, bro. Like, they came in early, in my opinion, because Vini was just he couldn't find his feet. He couldn't find any placement. He couldn't get involved. It's the same goes for Rafinha. They just were MIA.
Now, Brazil had a total of 21 shots, 11 on target, and Croatia had 9 shots and only 1 on target. Obviously, the one that they scored.
Yeah.
Neymar scores his historic goal in minute 105 plus 1.
Yeah.
Neymar historic goal. I say that because he has equaled legend Pele's national team goal scoring record with 77 goals. He's held that record for 51 years. And now, Bali, I want to bring you in on this. B says that Brazil had that attitude that's saying it was going to come for us. But don't we have to give credit to Croatia's goalkeeper, Mr. Livakovic? Go ahead, Bali.
100%, man. You know, Brazil had chances, man, but the goalkeeper stepped up. And then
11 saves. 11 saves, bro.
Yeah. 11 saves. And I think that whenever Brazil scored, they just sat back. They sat back and brought on that pressure. And I think that was a mistake, man.
100%.
And that's, you know, when you give a guy like Modric an opportunity, man, he's a killer, man. He's not gonna let us slide.
Yeah.
So it was a crazy game, bro. You know, I agree with B. You know, Neymar should have taken if not the Marquinhos penalty, the Rodrigo penalty. I mean, I was really upset. I don't know why my guy Martinelli didn't get no minutes over Rodrigo.
Yes.
To me, he looked like the better player at the World Cup.
Dude,
and,
Martinelli. Yes, brother.
So I was very upset that Rodrigo gets to get more minutes than Martinelli. And a beautiful goal by Neymar.
Great goal by Neymar.
Beautiful
Great
goal by Neymar. And going to what Bali just said right now, after this one in the back of the net, I really thought Brazil was going to take a deep breath and say, okay, we can play our football now. But instead, you see Fred come on and they drop back, and Fred was not even doing his defensive duties. He was getting caught upfield, and Brazil, the whole team got caught on a counterattack when they scored the goal. This is it right here. Yeah. Look at them. Look. Just space, shot, nothing he can do there. Bit of a deflection.
You know what tripped me out, bro? You know what tripped me out is when Brazil was up 1-0, you know what they were doing? Like, whenever they would get a foul, they would run it to the corner. There's still like 10 minutes to play. You don't, in my opinion, I don't run with the ball to the corner unless there's 2 minutes left, bro. 2-3 minutes. They were doing it when there were like 8-9 minutes left.
It's unfortunate, bro, because this was a lot of people's favorites.
Yeah,
this
my
was
favorite,
a lot
bro.
of people's favorites to win the
I
World
thought they
Cup.
were going to take it all the way.
And you also got to give credit to Croatia because they're no bums, man. They're no bums. They've been at the stage. They're not a team that you say, oh, you know, they don't play good football.
Goalkeeper, like y'all mentioned, the goalkeeper, he had a hell of a game, bro.
Horrible penalty by Rodrigo, bro.
Rodrigo, he's young, bro.
Why was that kid even in the World Cup?
Rodrigo is young, bro. He's one of the best. He's one of the best young talents in the world of football, mate. He shined for Real Madrid last season, bro.
Not in my
eyes. And honestly, he shouldn't be blamed to be number one.
Neymar should have
been number one.
Like you said, bro. Neymar should have either taken the first one or taken the meaningful one.
This guy blaming Rodrigo.
Yeah,
19-year-old kid, bro.
Nah, look, man, that's a lot of pressure for him in the World Cup. I agree with H. He had a great season with Real Madrid, but come on, you're the face of this country. You're Neymar, bro. You either take the first one or the one where if you miss, you're out.
Yeah.
You're Neymar.
Yeah.
And it's easy for me to say this on this chair, you know.
Exactly.
In this microphone.
Millions of miles
away, criticizing this guy who's a legend of the game. But come on, dude. Like, you got to be the guy to start. Marquinhos really to score the decisive penalty.
I think Primo has something against Marquinhos because he keeps freezing
He just keeps freezing
He just keeps going back. Hey, world-class Croatian players, bro. Because instead of celebrating right there where Marquinhos was on the floor really like pouring his heart out, they run away and celebrate.
He collapsed, bro. I mean, goddamn, bro.
Unfortunately.
Very sad, man. I really thought this was Brazil's year.
I thought so.
They had an amazing team. Amazing quality players.
Coach quit too.
Yeah.
Coach quit.
I think the coach really, he made bad substitutions. You know, you got to put Miguel Martinelli in that team, man.
Neymar. Disappointing Neymar.
A lot of dancing, bro. A lot of dancing.
Neymar's goal could have been historic, and now it really means almost nothing, bro, because they didn't go through at the end of the day.
And it's possibly his last World Cup, right?
Yeah. I mean, very similar to Harry Kane, because Harry Kane equaled Rooney, but they go out.
You want to go into that? We'll get into that.
Yeah, that one's last.
Yeah,
that was last, because that's the best one.
That's Modric, though. I mean, you have to give the guy...
Bro, this guy, 120 minutes in, bro. I mean, come on, bro. Modric, really?
He is.
God, what a treasure.
37 years
what a
old,
treasure.
37
What a
years
treasure.
old.
this
He is
guy
different. He is different.
He is different.
He is
You know why? ADN del Madrid, tío.
Siempre todo
ADN
Madrid.
del Madrid.
Siempre todo
Yeah.
Madrid.
Primo, ¿sí o no, primo?
That's true, bro.
ADN del
What
¿Y
happened to the,
Rodrigo?
what happened
¿Y
to the
Rodrigo?
DNA in Rodrigo?
¿Y Rodrigo? ¿El DNA de Rodrigo?
He's young. He's a youngin.
How old
He's
is
a-
Es un
Rodrigo?
nene. Es un
He's
nene.
How
like
old
19. Primo, can you find out how old he is?
Yeah, he's like 19.
Rodrigo,
Neymar,
he's gotta
look,
be
my
19.
takeaway was great goal by Neymar. After
Rodrigo goes.
after they scored, they started to park the bus and waste time. Croatia got back in it, and
He's
Neymar
21.
should have took. He's 21.
He's 21.
Neymar should have taken at least the first
He's
or
a
the
kid,
Marquinhos
bro.
penalty. Bro.
100%.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Modric. Shout out to Kovacic. Shout out to Livakovic and Petkovic for getting the goal.
Perisic.
Absolutely.
Petkovic.
Perisic. Shout out to Perisic. Did you
Perisic.
see Perisic's son?
Yeah,
to
that
Neymar?
was a great
Great
moment.
moment.
That was a
You
great
know,
moment,
his
yeah,
son
that's
Great
giving
moment.
Neymar a hug and
Croatia goes on.
yeah.
Croatia goes on, and we're going to get into the next match. Primo, what is the next match on the list of games that we had, brother? know? It's Netherlands-Argentina, my bad.
Argentina. Sorry
Netherlands-Argentina. That's the game that
Bro.
we're going to talk about next. Let's get into it. B, go ahead, man.
This has been, in my opinion, the best World Cup game so far. It has been my personal favorite. The beef, 17, 16 yellow cards,
Yeah.
the trash talk,
At the end,
the physicality, the drama, the comeback. I think this is the best game of the World Cup so far, in my opinion, bro.
the best game at the World Cup?
I think the best game so far at the World Cup.
That's what Tony Cruz said the England-France one.
No, I think this was just a way better game, in my opinion.
This was a really good
Yeah.
game.
This
I
was
think
just
this is
way
my-
better game because
Yeah,
of
I
all,
think so.
bro. The beef, the yellow cards, the tackles, the shit talking. I mean, come on, bro. The comeback, the cheeky free kick goal to tie it up. I mean, this game has been the best game of the World Cup, and I really enjoyed the shit out of this game. I watched it. I was at the edge of my seat the whole game, watching Messi and the Dutch trying to come back. And I mean, God, man,
And the Dutch did come
and
back.
the Dutch did come back, and even when it went to penalties, the way that when Lautaro scored the game winning, the way that they ran in front of them
in their face.
and it's just
It was incredible.
it was incredible. I think this is 100% my favorite game of the World Cup so far, bro.
Now, Molina scores for Argentina from an incredible Messi assist, minute 35. Then Messi goes on to score a penalty kick, minute 73.
Yeah.
An Argentine player was in the box during Messi's run-up during the PK, which was should have been looked at maybe by VAR, but it wasn't because they counted. Messi equals Gabriel Bautista on World Cup goals for an Argentine player, both with 10 goals. And only 5 South American players have scored 10 goals in the World Cup. R9, Pelé, Gabriel Bautista, Messi, Teofilo, and Cubillal, something. I can't say the last one. Shout out to Eric from the Top Flight
Shout out,
Podcast
Eric.
with the topics.
That assist by Messi on the first goal, Jesus, bro. No look. How he cooked up Ake, way. He cooked up Ake.
One of the best young talents.
He cooked him up. Look, watch this. He cooked him up, got space, like right there. Cooked him up.
Damn.
And that no-look pass just right into the
Beautiful
pass.
pass.
I
Beautiful
mean, come
pass.
on,
Bali,
bro.
thoughts on this assist and finish?
Beautiful, beautiful pass by the GOAT, No
Dios.
debate. Yeah.
Messi Dios?
Messi Dios.
Messi Dios?
Que mira, bobo.
Get out
Que
of here.
mira, bobo.
Solo hay un Dios.
Que mira, bobo. That's that guy. You see the attitude coming out
That
of him.
assist, bro.
He's becoming the legend and the GOAT, man.
Is he the GOAT?
He is the GOAT.
Is he the GOAT? B, is Messi the GOAT?
He is the GOAT.
You wanna
Is
talk about
Messi
it now?
the GOAT? Is
He
Messi the GOAT?
bro. No debate. No debate. Debate
bro,
over.
let's wait for the World Cup to
Okay.
finish, bro.
All right.
Let's wait
Okay.
for the World Cup to
All right.
finish. But
Important
that
topic.
assist is GOAT-esque.
GOAT-esque.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
about this run right here? Messi, encara Messi, encara Messi, encara Messi. Fantastic, dude. Messi is absolutely
Bro,
fantastic.
he's man, that guy's
He,
special.
yeah. I mean, the penalty he scored, of course, to go to at this point. I mean, at this point, you're thinking the Dutch are about to go all out, and yes, they did.
The
They
Dutch.
they made some subs. I can't pronounce his the one that he was telling him. Oh, que mira, oh,
Weghorst.
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 Yeah. I mean, we're watching the highlights right now on the.
I don't know
TV.
if this was a penalty. A bit soft.
soft.
A bit
soft.
soft.
It's a pen.
It's a pen, though, but it's
a
soft.
bit
It's a
soft,
pen, though.
mate. It's a bit soft.
It's soft,
Of
but
course
it's a
they were
pen.
going to give it because FIFA
Yeah.
wants Argentina making it to the final.
Yeah.
Really good PK by Messi.
Yeah.
Doesn't make the wrong decision and buries it. I think the highlights are about to get to Mr. Weghorst's goal.
Yeah.
We do got to talk about his goals because he gets a header in minute 82, a free header.
Yes.
You'd think that Argentina would do a bit better in the air, but we do have to note that the aerial game is a bit of a weakness for this Argentine side.
Especially with the Dutch being. Oh, this part, I want to talk about this part.
Yeah.
He had no reason to do that.
No
bro.
reason.
No reason to do that. Emiliano just, I think he sparked them.
A bit arrogant.
He sparked the Dutch to get going, bro. After this, like, why? There was no reason for him to do that when De Jong, right? Yeah, De Jong coming in. And just no reason for him to do that. I think that sparked up the Dutch to, like, get this comeback
Here's the goal
going.
right here. Yeah. Here's the goal. The cross in. Weghorst is really free. Nobody on him. Boom.
The the stature of the Dutch compared to the Argentine. I mean, the height difference,
night and day, brother.
The strength. It's just like
night and day.
When they went full onslaught on the Argentina, you could just tell
Lisandro
the physicality.
Martinez is guarding him, bro.
Yeah.
Lisandro Martinez.
Oh, and then that.
That part was crazy, bro. Paredes, no? Paredes is the one kicking the ball to the Dutch bench, and then Van Dijk dropping him. I mean, scenes, bro. It got chippy. Yellow cards are being thrown out.
This is minute 88, bro. And it's 2-1.
It's 2-1, bro.
For sure, they were going to add like 10 minutes.
Argentina were surviving. Look,
this.
Oh, my God. What a cheeky free kick, bro.
Now, apparently this play was executed 2 years or a couple years prior to this play in Wolfsburg. The same player did this, and it worked. From a different angle, same play, same thought, and he scored it. So this wasn't the first time that he did it, obviously.
This is the latest goal in World Cup history, 101 minute.
Wow.
Bali, what was your thoughts when this goal went in?
I couldn't believe it. I was like, wow, we got a game.
We got a game.
And then
I was happy when it went in.
You were happy?
How could you not? That was such a cheeky.
Especially after just what you said, B. Whenever Emmy got in his face, he had no right to do that.
He had no reason to do that. And it sparked. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. I think it sparked the Dutch to, like, come back for towards the end of this game. Argentina were surviving for their lives, bro. They were surviving.
Emmy had the last laugh.
Emmy had the last laugh.
He had the last laugh.
We're going to get into the penalty shootout right now because he had a fantastic performance in the penalty shootout. Primo's going to get into it right now. There was also some misses in this game. Lautaro Martinez having a really good chance to take a win off the bar.
Yeah,
off
he
the
had a chance
post.
towards the end, yep.
But here are the penalties. Fantastic save. Van Dijk stepping up first and missing.
Yeah.
What a save. Just fast. Really good height for the keeper, though. And then Messi, where
Neymar should have taken the first one, bro.
Yep.
Neymar should have taken the first one, just like Messi took the first one.
Oh, man. This guy was saving everything, bro.
Yeah, he was.
And his attitude, just getting up and doing the little
dance.
The little waist move.
Wait. This guy was at Arsenal. I wonder why Bali ain't cheering for him more, bro.
No, I love Martinez. You know, his career has been amazing. You know, he's been a backup goalie almost his whole life, you know, and then now he had an opportunity whenever Leno got injured, he stepped up, and then when that happened, you know, his
granted
career,
him the move.
They got him the Villa move, and now he's starting for Argentina. Bro.
Similar to Brad Stuver. Stuver gets a chance at Austin FC, being a backup keeper his whole career, shines at Austin FC.
Yeah, just
similar,
like
similar.
It's just his attitude is, but I mean, that's what you want to see in the game. And then on the final point for me is the game-winning penalty to send your country through. Out of all the players in Argentina, Lautaro Martinez to step up after having such horrendous misses in the games prior. When I saw him walk up, I was like, oh, no. But he buries it, and I don't know.
He's a square. He's a square.
His hair is so cartoonish, bro.
I was happy for him because
his hair is like so cartoonish, right? Yeah. He looks like a Street Fighter.
This guy's a bozo.
I'm happy for him because the media has been destroying him.
He's been destroyed. He's been torn apart,
and
bro.
The fact that he made that penalty,
everything just...
Good job, Martinez. Good job.
Eric has a note here for us. It says Argentina will be under investigation for 2 World Cup breaches of the disciplinary code. First, Article 12, misconduct of players and officials. Second, order and security of matches. Plus, Martinez talking about the ref wanting Netherlands to score and Messi calling the ref out, wanting FIFA to drop Mateo Lahoz, which he was dropped today. He was relieved of his duties from Qatar. He was sent home back to La Liga. So interesting stat right there.
Man, there's a lot of stuff is going on, man, with these refs.
Claro, pero como es Messi, es Messi.
But Louis Van Gaal, I think, started this, bro.
Yeah, he did.
He started this.
He has cancer. He's a cancer survivor,
okay,
Messi's beefing with an old man, bro. He's beefing with an old man, bro. Go ahead.
It sucks to hear that. But he came out to the media and criticized the way Argentina plays, saying that they only play on the counter, this and that. And
he was chatting shit.
He was chatting shit. And Messi goes up to him and he does this.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the game, having words.
It Es un don.
Yeah.
Que tiene
You could
cáncer.
tell Van Gaal was not just. He was just like, we
Now-
lost.
Excuse me. Ooh,
Salud.
sorry.
Salud.
Thank you. Now Messi has really sparked a rivalry for years to come, bro.
Yeah.
I mean,
he
this
has.
this
He
Argentina
has, man.
Netherlands game. I said it in the beginning. I'm saying it again. This has been the best game in the World Cup.
I
in my
think so
opinion.
too,
Yeah.
man. People were saying that the France and England one was good.
It was good.
It was a good game
good,
too.
but not the
this,
drama
though.
like
Not
this.
this,
Not the
not
drama like
this.
this, bro.
Shout out to
Kevin.
my G, Kevin Incho. I think that's how you say it.
Come on.
Look at him.
Kevincho.
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 Kevin Cho.
Golazo, papa. That's probably what he said. Shout out to him. But
Shout out.
Argentina are through to the next round. They knock out the Netherlands. Messi in the semifinals of the World Cup. Can he make it to the finals? Can he win it?
Croatia though.
Croatia.
That's gonna be a
great
tough game.
Great
Modric,
game. Modric.
Luka.
Luka.
And their goalkeeper, man.
Lukita.
Oh my God.
Lukita. Kovacic.
Yeah.
Perisic.
Yeah,
It's
it's gonna be
tough.
a great
It's gonna
game.
be a great
It's going to
game.
be tough. Croatia knows how to get to the finals, bro.
They know
They
how
do.
to grind. They know it. They you never count them out. Has become the thing that they do, bro.
Yeah.
They
This
go
is them.
to.
This
It's
is
what
them.
they do. It's what
This
they
is
do.
them.
Yeah.
Let's get into the next game for sure. Morocco. Portugal versus Morocco.
Oh man.
No Ronaldo? No problem? I don't know. Wasn't like that. The guy with the Portugal jersey sitting next to me, I'm going to go to him first. B, real quick, your overall thoughts on this game before we get into the details.
I mean, look, Morocco got that goal. I mean, hops.
Oh,
That
yes,
guy
yes.
jumped so high.
Yeah, he did.
Dio Costa, to me, mistake.
Mistake, 100%.
coming out.
And
Mistake.
not the only mistake he's been having this World Cup.
Yes.
You know,
Going
he's had
back
a
to
couple
that Senegal
mistakes.
game,
Yeah.
going back to, was it
The
Senegal?
Ghana
Ghana.
Yeah.
You know, he's been suspect.
But the Moroccan player with that header, just in the picture.
El
in the
Neresi?
Emeresi?
El Neresi, I think.
Emeresi? Yeah, I mean, hops on this guy. He jumped so high to get that ball in the back of the net. And after that, Morocco said, try to score on us, bro. And Portugal, they're not...
El Enesri.
El
Enesri. Number 19.
Oh, okay. And Messi. But after that, after Morocco, Morocco has probably been the best defense in the World Cup. They said, okay, try to score on us. Portugal, I think it favors them when they're the ones defending and counterattacking. When you give them the ball and then have them try to create a goal, I think it goes against their style of play, in my opinion. I think they play better trying to counterattack. So Morocco's like, here, have the ball. No worries. Try to score on us. And Morocco proving to have the best, in my opinion, the best defense in this World Cup. And they couldn't do it. Ronaldo came in early. Some subs were made early. Everything was being done. Pepe had a chance towards the end.
Yeah.
To Ronaldo had one chance. Free header. And it just couldn't happen. And Morocco made history being the first African country ever to make it to the semifinals.
Now, this is how the game went. No Ronaldo in the starting 11. We knew that a couple of minutes or maybe an hour before the game started. Morocco gets their famous goal, like B was saying, a minute 41. A surprising header after a big mistake by the keeper coming out. Really makes a poor attempt of getting the ball. Morocco with a great cross, catching, what's the name, Bali? Diogo Costa?
Yeah.
Just bad off his line. Right after that, after Morocco gets their goal, Bruno hits the crossbar in minute 44 off of a great, really volley chance. Really surprised everybody, even the commentators. Now, after that, Ronaldo subbed in minute 50. Bruno with a huge chance missed over the bar. He makes space for himself, takes a shot, and right over the bar, minute 64. The keeper really couldn't do anything about it, and that's when Bruno was biting his jersey. Y'all saw that on TV.
Yeah.
Ronaldo also sets up Joao Felix for a chance, but Bono, the keeper, saves it miraculously, gets literally a fingertip save on it. And then towards the end, minute 90, Ronaldo does a beautiful diagonal run, gets a shot off with two defenders on him, but the keeper makes a pretty comfortable save, I guess you can say.
That was his only chance.
In 2 touches, the keeper secures the ball. Now, another thing, like B said earlier, Pepe, with the last chance of the game, really the biggest chance of the game, maybe, 3 yards out, a free header. He misses it. And what was funny about it is after he missed it, the Moroccan player that was guarding him goes up to him and kisses his head, bro.
Yeah.
Kisses Pepe's head. Now, one thing that we have to note on is Morocco have beaten the likes of Belgium, Spain, Portugal, big dark horses of the tournament. And what's really crazy, bro, is the fact that the Moroccan coach was hired 3 months ago, bro. What an
Yeah.
impact he has on this team.
I mean, I think that's just a combination of everything, a perfect storm, as you will, of just the fact that nobody ever thought that Morocco would make it this far. We don't. I mean, come on, let's be real. We don't know half the players on the squad off rip, and the
Off
together.
rip, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hakimi.
Hakim Ziyech.
Hakim Ziyech. Beast boy.
Yeah. I mean, but the togetherness that the squad has, the underdog, the story of the coach, and what they're fighting for, a whole continent, African continent that they're making history for, the farthest that they've ever come, and it's just an extra thing on top of the quality that they have, and the best defense in the World Cup. They have not
100%.
conceded. They've only conceded one goal, and it was an own goal against Canada. And they've played the likes of Spain. They've played the likes of Germany, Portugal, Canada. I mean, Incredible.
Now, before we get into the Ronaldo topic of things with this Portugal game, because history was made on that part, some history for Morocco. They become the first African team to make it to the semifinals. Shout out to them. Also, let's see, is that the only one I had? Morocco have played in 6 World Cups. They only made it past the group stage twice, which is fantastic for them. Now, I have some quotes here from Mr. Bruno, who had a lot to say. It says, I don't know if they're going to give the cup to Argentina. I don't care. I'm going to say what I think and screw them. It's strange that a ref from a team that whistles us is still in the cup. They clearly titled the field against us.
I was shook at that. I was shook at looking at the refs, and like 3 or 4 of them from Argentina in this game.
I mean,
come on. What do you expect people to think, bro?
Yeah.
Like, it's just kind of weird. You know what I mean? Like, look, I'm not claiming. I don't know if y'all are. I'm not claiming anything. But if you're gonna do that, like, people are gonna talk.
100%.
So it was just kind of sketchy, bro.
Pepe also had something to say. He says they should just give Argentina the title. Bali, thoughts on that?
I think they're being salty, man. I honestly think. I mean, Portugal had opportunities, bro.
Yeah,
they had opportunities. They could have won.
Yeah,
they could have scored, and it just wasn't their day, bro.
They just haven't unlocked Morocco. Nobody has been able to unlock Morocco.
Yeah.
Morocco's they're fighting for that jersey, bro.
100%.
They are fighting
for the country, for
together.
the continent.
They play together. You know, they play with everything, and I'm happy for them, bro.
It's time for Africa, like the song. Samina, mina, you know.
Waka, waka,
it's time for Africa.
Yeah, I think
it's time for Africa, bro.
I think that Cinderella story ends against France. Honestly.
Oh, it'll be interesting. Very interesting.
I think
now,
it ends.
Fernando Santos will talk with the president of Portugal's federation to see what's next for him. He'll probably step down.
Yeah.
He's gone. A lot of coaches are ending their cycles with the national team after this World Cup.
Yeah.
You really think that he's gonna see a departure from this team? Now, let's get into Mr. Cristiano Ronaldo real quick. We gotta talk about him. You're wearing his jersey.
Yeah.
Beautiful gold number 7 on it. Emotional departure from international football, maybe football itself. Cristiano's career is coming to an end as we know it. He will be 38 next year in February. Make sure to wish him happy birthday. I definitely will, like I do every year. What are your thoughts be on him departing the stage of world football?
Look, man, it's sad. It's sad to it's the manner in which it's ending. It's sad. A guy like him being such a legend to the game. First of all, being benched in his club, United, where he came up, and then getting dropped, of course, his interview, and then his country also benching him.
Disrespect.
Coming off the bench and not making an impact that you would think Ronaldo would make, and essentially ending potentially his club career and his country career in this manner is just sad to see it. And look, a lot of people hate Ronaldo all over the Twitter. A lot of hate.
A lot of trolls.
A lot of trolls.
A lot of people in media, too.
A lot of people in media, you know, hey, I love those Ronaldo tears and that. And this is coming from me, who I'm not...
You don't really fancy him.
I don't... Look, I'm not a Barcelona fan. I'm not a Real Madrid fan. I'm not a Messi fanboy. I'm not a Ronaldo fanboy.
Me either.
And I'm blessed to be in a fan position where I support a neutral club so that I can really witness these two players at a neutral point of view and enjoy their careers, bro.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed Ronaldo's career in on the pitch, what he's done to the game, historic, one of the greatest of all time. So to see this video of him, it just kind of hits me like that. It kind of hurts, and I'm not even tied into this. Like, you know, like I said, I've said this on the pod before. I think Messi fanboys, Ronaldo fanboys, I think they kind of ruin this shit. I hate it. I hate it because there's nothing anyone can do to ever change their mind or their ways. There's people out there tweeting saying, "Oh, well, I'm done," or this and that. Like, if you can't enjoy football like that, mate, you got to look at this neutrally. At least try to. and have respect for this guy who's done so much for the game, one of the greatest of all time. So to me, I was upset, and I just never would have imagined, and that's the caption that I wrote on our post. I never would have imagined they would end like this.
Now, we're watching a reel that was posted on the Top Flight Instagram account. If you haven't, please go follow us. An emotional CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Mi vida, te amo. Gracias, bicho. Walking off the pitch, last game, Portugal versus Morocco. Now, one thing, B, that we were talking about before we started this pod, he was emotional coming off this field, and it's we were saying how he's a top level performer, and you asked me what I meant by him being a top level performer, and pretty much what I told you is the fact that he held his tears while he was under the stadium lights, and he just let it all out once he felt like he was in backstage, the locker room, I guess you can say. It really broke my heart to see somebody that I've idolized, as a soccer player, somebody that I've tried to set goals and expectations like him, to try to have a physique like him, to try to have a shot like him, to try to score a header like him, to try to score a bicycle kick like him, to try to make a run like him, to stand the way that he stands when I'm about to take a free kick. Yeah. This guy has influenced the game that I love and everybody loves so much, and the fact that we're seeing bits, or maybe this is the end. We're seeing the end of Ronaldo. It really pains me, but it's father time, and time waits for nobody.
Yeah. If you love this sport, if you truly love this sport more than you love maybe a club or a player,
more than I love food, mate.
More than if you love this sport, mate. I'm gonna say, if you love this sport, you gotta give respect and props to Ronaldo for what he's done in his career. He's one of the greats, and it's sad to see him go out like that.
It pains me, bro. It pains me to see this man cry.
I bet you there's Messi fanboys like, nah, fuck Ronaldo. Oh, his tears, I love it. Give me more.
They're gonna feel it. They're gonna feel it soon.
Come on, bro.
They're gonna feel it soon.
They're gonna feel it soon. But like, don't look at it like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
I can't like convince someone that has just such rooted hate towards a player and then just favors Messi. This whole debate of Messi Ronaldo that clouds their view on the sport. And to those fans, I say, I feel sorry for you to not enjoy these both players. I feel sorry for you if you hate one player just because you love this other player. It clouds it almost like you're watching the sport, but you're only watching a part of it. Enjoy the whole thing, mate.
Only love could hurt like this. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah. Bali, what are your thoughts on CR7?
Man, honestly, I was never really a fan of Chris like that, but just watching him leave like that, cry like that, and I could say, bro, he's a legend. He is a legend. The impact that he brought to this sport. I remember when he was when he had that Mohawk style, and everybody wanted to have the Mohawk, and I would go to school. And everybody had the Mohawk, and I would play for my club soccer team. I would play against teams from around Texas. Everyone had the Mohawk, the Cristiano haircut. So this guy is a legend, and the impact that he's brought to the sport is amazing, and I respect him. And it's sad to see, bro, and it's kind of sad to see people bashing him, laughing at him,
chatting shit.
It shows your character. It shows what type of
person
you are.
I feel sorry for them.
And I'm not even a Ronaldo fan. Like, I mean, I'm not a Real Madrid fan. I'm not a United fan, but I can see the impact that he brought to the sport, and I salute him. And whatever happens to his career after this, I wish him the best of luck. He has a beautiful family.
Money time.
And go get the bag, Cristiano. Go hang out.
$500
chill out with your
million
family.
in 2 years. Jesus Christ.
And live life, man.
Live life. He's
living life, bro.
Yeah, he for sure is.
He has given us so much, bro. I just want the best for him. Now, it is important to note that a lot of the people that dislike Ronaldo has to do with the fact that he had that Vegas infamous case.
Mm-hmm.
What we're saying here on the Top Flight podcast is just in football terms.
Man.
Football terms. So don't get anything twisted. It's just football aspect.
Yeah.
Football aspect. This guy is one of the GOATs. One of the GOATs. Legend of the game. And thank you for everything, Chris. Primo, can you scroll up? You had a quote from Patrice Evra. I wanted to read that because the world of football is reacting to it. Scroll up just a bit more. Scroll down. Yeah, right there. It's perfect. It says, Cristiano Ronaldo is an alien. I won't call him the GOAT because he's not from this earth. People don't reach 700 games. He scored 700 goals. Fantastic right there.
Crazy.
But everybody really just, showing him love. Now, this is from Ronaldo's Instagram account. I'm going to just try to read it real quick, and then we'll get into that England-France game. It says, winning a World Cup for Portugal was the biggest and most ambitious dream of my career. Fortunately, I won many titles of international dimension, including Portugal, but putting our country's name on the highest foot in the world was my biggest dream. I fought for it. I fought hard for this dream. In the 5 appearances I scored in the World Cups over 16 years, always by the side of great players and supported by millions of Portuguese. I gave my all, leave it all out on the field. I never turned my face to the fight, and I never gave up on that dream. Sadly, yesterday the dream ended. It's not worth reacting to the heat. I just want you all to know that much has been said, much has been written, much has been speculated, but my dedication to Portugal has not changed, not for a moment. I was always one fighting for the objective of all, and I would never turn my back on my colleagues and my country. Last paragraph, this is a long post. It says, not much more to say for now. Thank you, Portugal. Thank you, Qatar. The dream was nice while it lasted. ... That killed me. That little ... Wow. Now
that's how you know he emoji those dots.
Yeah. Now it's hoping that the weather will be good advisor and allow each one to draw their own conclusions. Heart emoji, Portugal flag emoji, and then the praying emoji.
Yeah.
Well, that's a high five actually.
Garnacho commenting, Vini commenting,
Vini.
Castro,
Mbappe.
famous
Mbappe
YouTuber,
commented.
Michael Jackson. I mean, never mind.
What?
That's not
No,
Michael
that's
Jackson.
not Michael Jackson.
Estefan, El Cubo Torres. What the fuck is he doing in Cristiano's comments?
He like all of us, man.
El
Just
Cubo
admiring him.
Torres. Yeah.
You know, one last thing I want to say on this is we witnessed this game. We're watching him walk out, and I think we're witnessing a part of history. And I think years to come, maybe decades to come, we're always going to look and think back at this moment.
Yeah,
and
man.
I think it hit me watching the game, and I was texting the group chat, and I was like, I think we're witnessing history, guys.
Yeah.
Like, we're watching something that we're going to talk about this for probably the rest of our lives. We're going to tell our
100%.
kids that we're
Historic
gonna tell
event.
We're going to tell our grandkids, like, I watched Ronaldo's last game for Portugal and how sad it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
so let's want to say on that.
This is you're right, B, 100%. I don't have any other thing to say to that. Let's get into the last game. We're going to talk about it in the podcast tonight. England, France. Wow, what a game.
Hooray! Hooray!
This is the banger. This was the
This was a game.
This was the
This
game.
was a game.
Two juggernauts, big footballing countries.
Really
Stacked
great
squads.
game, bro.
Yeah,
Great
it was a
game.
great game.
While Primo's getting the highlights ready for us on one of the screens here at the Top Flight Podcast studio, I want to really just get some overall thoughts on this. Bali, I'm going to start off with you. Real quick, what were your overall thoughts on this game?
Great game. Honestly, it should have gone to penalties. I feel like it had penalties.
At
all
least
over
overtime, right?
At least overtime, but it had penalties written all over it. But hooray! Just
a bit spazzy.
yeah, a bit Spursy.
A bit
But
spazzy.
who else was gonna take that penalty? It has to be
He
him.
had to. He had to.
Unlucky.
He didn't pull a
Jude.
Neymar. He didn't pull a
Jude.
Neymar.
Jude.
He didn't pull a
Nah,
Neymar.
nah.
Jude. Jordan Henderson.
Nah, because if Jude would have missed it, they would have been, why didn't Kane take it?
Yeah.
He had to, bro. He did what Neymar should have done.
Yeah.
Can I say this, though,
It's
bro?
unlucky, man.
I want to say this, Bali,
Yeah.
real quick before I get to B. The handling of the second of the miss by Harry Kane by the English media has been so soft, so just easy breezy. Oh, he's gonna learn from this, all this stuff, bro. If it would have been Saka,
Yeah.
Oh, my
if it
God.
would have been Rashford,
Oh, my
if
God.
it would have been Kyle Walker,
Sterling or
you know
someone.
why I'm bringing up these players' names.
Yeah.
If it would have been them, bro, the English media, oh, he let his country down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I mean, the fact that Harry Kane missed it was probably the best thing that could have
I
happened.
mean,
bro.
look, man, we all
He
know
should
the-
be called
We
out.
all know the English
He should
media,
be called
bro.
out 100%.
Yeah. But the first goal of France, golazo,
By
Tchouaméni.
Chomeni,
Chouameni.
Let's talk about it.
golazo,
Let's
bro.
talk about
You know,
it.
17 minutes in the game. I was hoping that a goal was scored early, and it happened. 17 minutes in, France get the first one.
Real Madrid player, by the way.
Ah,
Real Madrid player, by the way.
Hey, he'll definitely. Yeah.
Real
like
Madrid
him.
player,
I
by the
like
way.
Tchouaméni.
Worth
Yeah.
every
golazo.
bit of money that we spent.
Yeah.
But
on
then he
him,
had a
bro.
mistake.
He did. It's
He did.
coming, though.
He
It's
caused
coming. It's coming. Now, England was playing really good, man. England had chances.
Yes.
But France was, showing themselves to be resilient in the back. They were really, they were just bending. They were not breaking, bro. Bending and not breaking. Shot there by Harry, like Bali was saying. Lloris, fantastic. Saka, fantastic. And this
Yeah.
is the penalty play right here.
Yeah,
Little
Chouameni
quick
kind of
wall.
gets sloppy.
Chouameni.
Yeah, I mean, that's just.
It's just
I mean,
poor. It's just poor by Chouameni because as a world class player at this stage, you got to notice that the player is going away from the goal, right? He's not going to the goal. He's going away towards the goal. You shouldn't foul him in the box.
And then Harry buries it.
Harry Barry's a fantastic PK, by the way. B,
Yes.
what was your thoughts when this ball hit the back of the net?
Well, I mean, It's 1-1. The game. I I was like, okay, we're gonna have a game now. But the penalty was just so obvious. Just a horrible mistake. I think France kept shooting themselves in the foot, bro. They just kept even the second penalty was so obvious. It's almost like France didn't want to win the game, just committing all these fouls and stuff. And I didn't doubt Harry when he shot the first one, but
now with this goal, Harry Kane did equalize Wayne Rooney's record with 53 goals. Shout out to him. He did not beat it though, because England did see an exit and he missed his second penalty. But
Giroud,
shout out to him.
Giroud getting the second for France. I mean, I love Giroud, bro.
Now, I have a stat here from Eric again. Shout out to Eric, the Top Flight Podcast topic contributor. He says, Kane's PK miss was England's first ever regulation time penalty miss. Doesn't include penalty shootouts. They were 12 out of 12 before Kane missed.
Damn.
That's insane, bro.
That's crazy. Also, the fridge having a...
The fridge!
Bro, come to Chelsea, mate. Come to Chelsea, mate. I mean, the fridge had it...
Could have had a goal, too.
Bro, we can't cap, bro. Yeah. The fridge had a great World Cup run. I mean, this guy was playing Prime Van Dyke or something.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he had a great game, but Giroud getting the... I love Giroud, bro.
Harry Maguire. On him, bro. There was moments, bro. He was driving up the ball, bro.
Bro, he was driving up the ball. He was the main man on corners. Yeah. He almost scored. I mean, this guy was just...
Shout out to the fridge.
The fridge redeeming himself, bro. He needs to leave United. And I'm down for Chelsea, man.
I'm down for Real Madrid. I'm down for Real Madrid, bro. Come to Real Madrid, man.
No, but Giroud getting the second France goal.
So, in this World Cup, Neymar equaled Pele.
Yes.
Giroud equaled Henry.
No, he passed him. He already passed him.
First equaled and then passed him. And then passed him. All within this World Cup. Yep. And also...
Kane with
Rooney.
Yeah.
So there was history made.
There's a lot of history made here, and then Giroud.
Mbappe also.
But Giroud was the only one to overtake.
Yeah.
Giroud is the only one to overtake.
And I love Giroud, man. This guy.
That's your boy.
That's my boy. You know that picture with him and Mbappe that I think was it the Denmark game?
Yeah.
I wish I was Mbappe, bro.
Oh my God!
I mean,
now
I love Giroud, bro.
Going back to some conversations we've had maybe a couple years ago. Yeah. Remember when the whole Benzema Giroud came out? When Benzema said that Giroud was go-kart.
Oh yeah,
and he was F1.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think is going through Benzema's mind right now, bro?
Look, man. A lot of people are saying if Benzema was fit, he'd be playing, and I don't disagree. But man, Giroud is just. I would fancy Giroud over Benzema, bro. It's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm being biased at this moment. I just love Giroud, bro. He's just he's just a great number 9, bro. He's like Benzema, like esque, I guess, but like Benzema's. I mean, of course, he's playing for Madrid. What he's won, his career.
Del Madrid, tío.
His career speaks for itself. There's no comparison there. But Giroud has also won big trophies. He's won the World Cup. He's won the Champions League. He's won the Europa League. He's won a lot. And also the last World Cup where France won it, he didn't score a single goal, but he was such an important part of that squad.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
He was just such an important part of that squad, and then seeing him score in this World Cup, I'm just happy for him. I love Giroud. His time at Chelsea was magnificent. I loved his time at Chelsea. I mean, he had an Arsenal run.
Look at this stat. Read that stat, B.
No team in history has been eliminated from the World Cup quarterfinals than England.
More
than England 7 times.
Wow. Good stuff, Primo. Thank you for that stat. Primo might just hate the 3 lions, but Bali got the jersey.
Yeah, I got the jersey.
Nah, I love England, and especially because my boy Bukayo Saka, he had a
great
tournament.
Great tournament.
Such a great player, a young player, and
you must be happy though, because he's going back to Arsenal now, healthy, no injuries, inspired, in form.
I'm very, very happy, and I'm excited to see him back in the Arsenal. Also, players like Jude, great players that should make the move. I think a lot of clubs are going to have.
Yeah,
I think he's going to Liverpool,
Madrid.
I think he's going to Liverpool.
Players like Declan Rice who should make the move. Also, England has a lot of talented players. And
Declan Rice, bro, oh, what a player!
Yeah, some of these players need to make the move, and I think this tournament helped them a lot.
One thing that we didn't really touch up on, we just brushed over it, is the second foul that gave England that PK. I mean, really just schoolboy defending. Yeah. What was going through his mind?
He didn't even look at the ball, bro.
He just
straight up
I'm
shoved.
honestly surprised that the ref didn't call it, but he had to wait for VAR.
Yeah, he had to wait for VAR, bro.
To me, it looked clear.
Yeah, it was so clear. The penalty was so clear. Both penalties were so clear and obvious.
Can I say something here?
Yeah,
sure.
I think
careful now.
There's a bit of a conspiracy.
Shit.
I think there might be favored to. There might be people out there that would love to see France at a Qatar final because Mbappe is a Qatar player.
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because going back to the Real Madrid saga with Kylian, apparently one of the main reasons why he needed to stay at PSG was because the World Cup was coming up and he was going to be like the main poster boy for this World Cup.
Yeah.
So France making it to the World Cup would be really good for some people with deep pockets.
Also, France is really good.
Yeah, they are really
Yeah,
good.
they really are.
They are really good,
Mbappe's golden
But
boot
England
right now.
was much better, mate. England was much better.
Okay, I think you bring up. I think overall, I think England had the better chances, bro. I
Yeah,
think
100%.
England, I think they were just slightly the better team, but France go through because Kerry came missing that penalty. I also wanted to bring up a point. There was a moment in the game where it was a one-on-one, Kylian Mbappe, Kyle Walker, and Mbappe just straight burning Kyle Walker.
Yeah. Oh
bro.
my God.
And Kyle Walker's fast.
I've never
I've seen
seen
that.
Kyle
I
Walker
saw
get
that. I saw
burned
that.
ever. I don't even think that anyone has ever done that. We all know Kyle Walker's speed.
Oh, he's fast.
Burned him and bodied him too. I
Yeah, he
mean,
did.
that
was
little
crazy. I
glimpse
remember
was
that.
so live. I was like,
Yeah.
what am I seeing here? It was just crazy.
Now, not only big ups to Mr. Kyle Walker for a great tournament, even though he is going home now. I do want to give the flowers to Griezmann, who has had a really, really good World Cup under the table, behind the scenes. He's been fantastic. The stat says Griezmann has equaled Harry Kane and Bruno Fernandes for most assists in the World Cup.
Run it back, Primo.
Where's that?
Or does it restart? That's the burn, bro. I mean, look at that.
We're looking at the burn right now.
Yeah.
Look at
Oh,
that. He just
just
turns the
took-
jets
oh
on
my
it.
God.
Mbappe is fast.
Bro, my
He
God.
is fast.
But yeah, shout out to Griezmann, shout out to Dembele, shout out to Giroud. Kylian Mbappe was neutralized this game. He was, he didn't really have a performance that you would think from him.
Yeah.
But everybody else just performed.
Yeah, and just the amount of
Griezmann, bro.
depth that the French have. They have like 6 injuries. N'Golo
Yeah,
Kante's not
Pogba's
there.
out.
Pogba's out. What's the other guy that got hurt in the training?
Kunde?
Kunde.
No,
No, that's the
Cuckoo.
Ngugu. Yeah,
Ngugu.
he's
Your
he's
boy,
he's probably gonna.
Kantes.
Looks like he's going to Chelsea.
Benzi.
Yeah.
Also, one more thing on France. It says Deschamps could be the second coach to take a national team to back-to-back titles. First to do in the last 84 years. First coach to achieve back-to-back World Cup wins was Vittorio Pozzo, with back-to-back wins at the 1934 and 1938 World Cups.
For Uruguay, right?
Last time defending champs went back-to-back to semis was Brazil in 1998 after winning the World Cup in 1994, and now France has done the same. It took, and it got cut off right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, really good. I'm going to actually fact check that because Eric can't be getting away with all this without getting fact checked. But if this is true, shout out to my
Shout out
GR.
my G.
I think so because Uruguay won it back to back. I think Uruguay won the first one. The
But
second
we'll see
one.
if you could. We'll see who won
Just bring up World Cup winners.
the first two. The ones from 34
I think
and
it was.
38.
I think he was right. I think Uruguay won the first two, bro.
Now,
they haven't won
while-
it since, if I'm not mistaken.
While Primo gets that going, I'm gonna get these quick fire questions ready. We're about at the end of the podcast. Let's see, Bali. Anything else you have to say on the England France game?
I mean, I think I think overall on the not just the game, just the overall, it's been a great World Cup so far, and I'm excited to see some of these players make the move. I'm excited to see players like João Felix, who people have been criticizing.
He needs to leave Atleti.
But he needs to leave Atleti.
Yeah,
You know, he had a great World Cup.
Should have never gone.
Yeah, he should have never gone. Players like Griezmann, who had a great World Cup. Jude, Declan Rice. All of these players need to just make the move and step it up and go to a bigger teams.
Yeah. And I was wrong, by the way. Uruguay won the first one, but Italy won it back to back after them.
See if you can find out who was the coach for those two sides, Primo.
Italy?
See if you can find who was the coach for Uruguay in that World Cup and Italy. Or you know what?
Nah.
See if you can.
I think it's just Italy because Italy won it back to back. Or maybe
Oh,
Uruguay.
34 and 38. Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
it is
yeah,
right there.
yeah,
So the
yeah.
guy that was coaching Italy.
Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
they won it back to back?
Wow,
Italy, yeah.
Damn.
it's crazy.
Shout out. If France could be the one to do it since then.
Yeah.
It's
I think they
Brazil.
will.
It's insane. Did Brazil win it back to back as
Yeah,
well?
Brazil won it back to back as
What
well.
the hell?
Wanna go back down, Primo?
Go down.
Right there.
Yeah.
Got the drink and me going back to back. All right. Let's see. Let's move into these lightning questions. Now, I'm pretty sure that they're only from the group stage number, so don't count like the round of 16.
What is this, trivia?
This is just like trivia, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Oh,
All right.
shit, all right.
So
Yeah, just to me, I don't know what he's about to ask me.
just
so-
group
I-
stage numbers. Don't count like round of 16.
Okay.
Don't count
Okay.
the quarterfinals.
Okay,
Don't count just the group stage numbers. All right.
Okay.
What happened in the group stage? All right.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
All right. Here we go. First question: what teams conceded the most goals in the group stage? What team conceded the most goals in the group stage?
Qatar.
Qatar. That's your answer.
Yeah, that's my answer.
B. What team conceded the most goals in the group stage?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. Primo, what's your answer?
I think it's Costa Rica too. 'Cause of
Costa
that
Rica.
Spain.
Costa Rica with 11 goals conceded.
That
Yes.
Spain game.
Spain, come
Yeah,
on, bro. They
that's
smacked.
Spain
But
game.
Qatar got destroyed too.
Yeah.
Well, Qatar's up there, but they got 7 goals counted on them.
Yeah.
7 goals.
Yeah.
So, yeah, of course, Costa
Yeah,
Rica,
Costa
mate.
Rica.
That Spain
Keylor,
game
yeah,
was-
your boy, Real Madrid.
Ah, that
goalkeeper.
DNA.
I
That
shoulda known.
Madrid DNA.
I should have
right?
known.
That
I
was
should have
good.
known. I should
He's
have
in
known.
PSG now,
I
mate.
should have known. I should
That
have known.
Madrid
He's in
DNA.
PSG now, mate. They're butlers. They're butlers. We're not butlers. Okay? With us, he won 3 champions. 3.
All right, next question.
3. All right. Next one. It says, what 2 teams had the most yellow cards? Or just one team had the most yellow cards?
This is just group stage, right?
Just
Yeah.
group stage?
What team had the most yellow?
I want to say Mexico.
Nah, not me.
I'm gonna say Mexico. Way.
Mexico? Bali?
I'll go with Senegal.
Senegal, primo.
I'm gonna say maybe Argentina. Maybe.
No, Saudi Arabia with 14.
Oh,
Damn.
snap.
Serbia second place with 12. Now Eric just told me this group and round of 16.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
and round of 16.
And round of
okay.
16.
Oh, round. Come on, man.
My fault,
on,
my
man.
fault,
Come
G,
on,
my
man.
fault.
Now, I would have definitely said.
I would
would've
definitely
no
said
way.
Yeah, I would definitely would have said Saudi.
Yeah, I
No
would have
way.
said Saudi.
Go to the round
No
of
way.
16.
They didn't even go to the round of 16. All right, third question. Ready?
Yeah.
It says, what teams had the least shots on target?
Qatar. Qatar.
No,
No.
good guess.
Who had the least shots on?
I'm shocked it's not Qatar.
Not Qatar.
Not
Any
Qatar?
guesses?
Oh.
Take a wild guess. What teams had the least shots on target? Top
South
flight
Korea?
trivia. South Korea. That's your question. That's your answer. B.
It's not Qatar, so.
It's not Qatar.
Better not be Mexico, bro.
No, it's not Mexico.
I'll be pissed.
Give me an
Poland.
Nope. Primo.
I'm gonna go with maybe Switzerland.
No, Ghana and Iran both with 10.
Ghana and
Interesting.
Iran,
Ghana and
really?
Iran. Most shots on target. Did I say off?
You said off, mate. Nah, you said off target.
My fault. I read that wrong. I said off.
Oh my god.
My
I'm
bad.
messing
Okay.
up my trivia, man.
No. I'm tripping. What teams had the least shots on target? I was
okay,
right.
okay.
We're good.
Okay,
We're
okay,
good.
okay.
Oh, we're good. I'm sorry.
That drink
All
went
right.
back to
Question
back.
number 4. What team had the most shots off target?
That's
That's like
We
that's
just-
the same
that's-
thing. That's the
yeah.
same thing. Okay. Number 5. What player has the most tackles won? This is a good answer.
tackles.
What player has the most tackles won?
Granit Xhaka.
No.
Declan Rice.
Nope.
Damn,
Primo?
I saw this one somewhere, bro. But fuck.
What player has the most tackles
Jude?
won? Jude. Jude.
Really?
Jude with
Really?
11. Hakimi with 10. Before the Spain game of the round of 16, and Tyler Adams with 9.
Jude.
Jude.
Man, okay.
Jude.
Okay.
Good stuff, Bali. Good stuff.
Can't wait to see you at the EPL, Jude.
And relax. All right. Question number 6. This is the last one. Okay. It says, what team scored the least amount of goals?
Qatar.
What team scored the least amount of goals?
Qatar only scored 1.
Primo?
Yeah, I think it was Qatar.
Bali?
Iran.
Qatar. Qatar, Wales, Denmark, Tunisia, Belgium. Only
Wales,
1 goal
for
in the
real,
tournament.
Wales.
And Belgium. Belgium shocker
Wales
right
was
there.
in the World
Wales
Cup.
had a horrible World Cup.
Wales, Wales was at the World Cup?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's another episode of the Top Flight Podcast. Y'all, thank you for sticking around. Thank you for making it all the way to the trivia questions. Shout out to the sponsor, Guadalupe Realtor. Rest in peace to Mr. Grant Wahl. Thank you to Eric for the topics of the Top Flight Podcast. Shout out to Primo for being here on the ones and twos. B, the
Yes,
co-host. Any closing statements, brother?
I mean, it's been a great World Cup. We'll be back to recap the next coming games, the semis, and the final. So stay tuned.
Predictions, actually. Predictions.
I got France, Argentina going through.
France,
Just,
Argentina?
off the rip, yeah.
Primo?
Croatia and France.
Croatia,
Yeah.
France? Bali?
I think it'll be France, Argentina.
Okay, well,
That's the final I would want to see.
Yeah,
that's a banger
me too.
final.
what France Argentina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That's
It'll
pretty
be
good.
close to that Argentina Germany in 2014.
But even Croatia
Big
would be
one.
a good final too.
Yeah, but we already had France,
Yeah, we
Croatia.
did.
Yeah, that's great.
Plus, I want to see Messi get close to like the possibility of him winning the World Cup.
And Messi. Well, in 2014 he got a shot. He failed.
No, as I'm saying, I want to see that again. Like
Aye,
last chance.
aye,
the
Messi,
last chance.
aye,
Also, I
Messi.
had them favorites. I had them winning. I called the France winning the World Cup last World Cup, so I might call it again. So we'll see.
Jeez. Hey, well, thank y'all for another episode of the Top Flight Podcast. We'll be back again soon with another episode. Check us out on YouTube. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to your podcast. Let's go.